All right, hello everyone. Uh, I did a show yesterday, but decided to do another one. And again, as I have this ability to do it, I will continue to do it. I'm trying to I'm trying to well, first before I get into everything, make sure you guys donating as far as like to your local thrift store, Goodwill, clothing, whatever it is, man. Just don't decide to just throw things in the trash, because someone could use it, especially clothing. There's a lot of homeless people out there, unfortunately. There's a lot of homeless veterans that absolutely kills me, that they're homeless, right? Uh, so you'd be surprised. Socks, underwears, t-shirts, hats. They they uh they all would benefit someone in need. Right. So like a phrase that I've mentioned before is we're trying to change the world, but not by what holds us back. So there's a lot of things that holds us back, uh, but the changes that are being made are not those things. Uh, so, anyways, so I decided to, as I struggle myself, I had a conversation yesterday after the show that I did with a very dear, close friend, caring friend, and they watched it and asked me, "How can I help you? Because you seem to be trying to help other people, but what can I do to help you?" And my answer was nothing, right? Because uh, I don't have that answer, or I should say it this way: I won't have the answer at the moment of the question, right? So, struggling, battling addiction, mental health, darkness, and uh, insecurity, anxiety, depression. It's not a pop question, right? So you can say, what's six times six? This is a whole different thing. So you ask someone, what can I do to help? You, you don't expect, because you're not going to get that answer at that moment of question. It's deeper, it's darker, it's crazy. So, anyways, uh, so one thing, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but as you look at the sun, the sun is all alone. So you have other planets and stuff like that, and the sun is so hot that you just uh anyways, the back to my point. The sun is alone, but it still shines. and it shines on multiple planets. Uh, well, for certain, I can say it shines on this planet. So, so folks like myself and others that are deeper in the darkness, deeper in loneliness, something that would be a request would be send me an angel. Mhm. Send me an angel because the vision that they have, it's a lost. It's not even a vision. Everything is blurry. All doors are locked or paths are blocked. So that's what they would need. And an angel doesn't really mean some kind of religion. Don't do that. Don't push religion. Right. Uh, but just that term or someone that would be considered an angel after it's all said and done. Uh, so this person and when I speak, I could be speaking in third person or speaking to the listener that I'm trying to reach. So my message could not come this whole year, may not come next year, but as this is posted, and if I or when I pass away, this is still in existence online. The message could reach then. And if it does at that time of my passing, then that keeps me alive. It keeps me alive. It keeps my message alive. Uh, so, this individual that has not committed suicide, but yet the struggle is painful, and it's something that is very difficult to try to explain to someone. Sorry, to someone. And I've said this before, if you haven't lived in their shoes, don't you dare try to tell them how to tie their laces. So there's one thing that's keeping them, regardless to their addiction and their mental health, there's something that's still keeping them alive, and that is hope. It's hope, and it's hope because they want to stay alive, and the hope is some way to get fixed. There's no healing where they found Jesus, right? This is a this is a different thing. It's a darker thing where there is no fucking finding Jesus. Because to them, so-called Jesus, they wouldn't be where they are or how they are. So don't push religion to them because that's even myself. I question whatever God that exists, and I go, "Are you fucking done? Because you've been messing with me my entire life. Are you done, or you just want to keep enjoying yourself?" Right. So don't push religion and so forth. So what I am expressing uh is is me, right? I'm expressing things that's from me to help someone else. And so what I'm expressing and what you hear could sadden and so forth. But one thing you have to keep in mind is I am not the only one. So I am the one that's expressing this, like, right now. I'm doing it with this YouTube stuff and putting it out there and with no shame. There's no shame. My shame and my ego left me years ago. I'm a very humble man, and I'm just trying to help uh in a way that I didn't get help. So if I was to listen to this, if there was someone else, not me doing this, I would listen to it religiously. Because it speaks to the heart. It's not it, it's not hollow. My uh so anyways, so I mentioned before about mourning, uh and it's very true, right? Like, so so whoever it is, attachment wise, connection wise, as far as they know you, they're related to you, you're their fucking neighbor, whatever. And when you die, whichever way it happened, uh, they collectively get together, even do fundraisers and stuff to mourn you. But that collectiveness wasn't there when you were alive to help you. It's not going to keep you from death. We all die. Uh, but it wasn't collectively to help keep you alive a little longer. So, so you have to understand there's grief and then there's mourn. So you can mourn in someone that's alive. So mourning doesn't mean the person is dead. So mourning actually, to mourn is when you lost someone. So think very closely to what I'm saying. You lost that person. So for instance, someone uh has dementia. You can mourn that person because they're not the person that they used to be. So that's the person that you mourn, but they're still alive. But the person that they were is gone. And then you have your grief. So grief is it's it's an internal feeling. And so you have this internal feeling of grief, and the external feeling of grief is mourn. So same thing with this person that's so I said, dementia as an example, but an addiction, right? Where this addiction has changed that person. You lost the person that they used to be. And this addiction uh created another person. So for those in this scenario, addiction, mental health stuff, uh try to educate yourself. Why you're in this dark place, and you're trying to stay away from everyone, you're trying to stay away from the world. I mean, you could only do that for so long, right? Because you got to pay bills, you got, right? Even if you're living in your mother's basement, what happens when your mother dies, right? Eventually, you're going to have to resurface and go out on the surface. So educate yourself on different things. So education isn't so much where you need to go to some university and this and this and that. Believe me, I've been across. I'm gonna say this strongly. I've I've been across people that graduated from prestigious schools, and I dropped out the sixth grade, and they can't touch me. They can. I was educated the hard way. It wasn't like I voluntarily went to school with a backpack. I learned the hard way. I learned that you have to be smart in order to survive, in order to stay alive, in order to eat. To this day, so I can, like, I'm a chef by trade. I can make a three, four, $500 plate, and it'll look like whatever you see on TV and these cooking shows. I can do that, but when I come home, I just want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a grilled cheese, and when I eat, regardless if I have a dining table and this and this and that, I eat on the floor. I sit on the floor and I eat, and it's just something that it doesn't leave you, right. And then it also helps me not to forget, because I've eaten out of the trash can. And it's funny because when I was first doing it, like, if I go, let's just say KFC, right? And the trash cans outside and people eat whatever they ate and then they just throw it in the trash. I would always tell myself, well, it's on top, right? Like it's on top of the trash. So it's not really trash because it's sitting on top, and it's half eaten chicken leg or half eaten biscuit or whatever. But it's okay because I eat. I didn't have the option like now, right? Where kids are asked, "What do you want to eat today?" You go, "Oh, I want pizza." That's hilarious to me. And then that causes what is going on now as far as, with jobs and short staff. The generation is not used to being told no. So then they get a job and they're like, well, you can't do that. You can't. Uh, well, good luck with that. So I grew up in a way where when you're going to eat, you eat what's in front of you. And that's that. You don't eat it, then you go to bed hungry. Or in a comedic sense, you could have toothpaste for dinner, right? Meaning you brush your teeth and that's your meal. That's that. Right. So, anyways, just trying to get a message across to help. And lastly, which I have wrote down on my notepad, which I have a bunch of notepads and stuff. The word joy. Joy could mean different things to different people. So a joy for me is just coming home, being able to make it back home. Tomorrow's never promised. And that's why I said, like, you make plans and God laughs. Tomorrow's not promised. There's no guarantee you're going to wake up. There's no guarantee that you're going to make it to work or wherever it is that you're going. And there's no guarantee that you're going to make it back home. So joy is different for everyone. And what brings someone joy may not bring joy to someone else. So in saying that, just try to be understanding, and understanding is huge. You don't have to relate to everything. You don't. And you don't have to understand everything. Not everything is for everybody, right? Uh so all these words and all these things that I'm saying is just to figure out how to help and get someone's life back, whether it's the old them or create a new them. Uh, that's what all of this is about. So try to share, guys. It's a message. I'm not gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna continue going. I have all the equipment and everything to do it. I could care less about whatever. I'm gonna keep doing it, and hopefully, I can hear someone. I can hear from someone that, because part of my goal is to change your story. So your story is, I'm an addict. I'm this and this and that. Blah blah blah. I want to help change your story. Where you say, hey, look, I cleaned up, I came out of rehab, I came out of psychiatric unit, this and this and that. I just got a new job, this and this and that. I feel alive now. I feel like a new person. I can feel life. I'll say that again. I can feel life. That's all I'm trying to do. Nothing more and nothing less. So take care, guys. Take care of each other. Be caring. Make sure you guys donate. So it's and to share the videos. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It could be for someone, but at least help by sharing it so it can like go across and let it find its way, or let it find its way to who it can help. So share, donate, and care. Care for each other. Thank you, guys.